2K channel, ladies and gentlemen. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button and hit all so that you will be notified regarding the latest update. The content of this video is taken from available sources such as but not limited to the internet, and the author of this video does not represent any person or organization which will be presented. This is presented for educational purposes only, and yours truly do not claim the ownership of the content. The topic that will be discussed in this short video presentation is about social conflict theories of crime causation, a topic under the subject theories and causation of crime. And as usual, I will present the topic in Q&A form with rationalization. So let us proceed to question number 1. It is a theory which was introduced by Karl Marx, who finds that society is in a constant state of internal conflict as different groups strive to impose their will on others. Those with money and power succeed in shaping the law to meet their needs and maintain their interest. Letter A, social conflict theory. Letter B, sociological theories. Letter C, psychological theories. And delta is developmental theories. And the answer for this question is alpha. Okay? Because the focus of the question is the conflict within the different groups in the society. Okay, so habang merong magkaibang grupo na may magkaibang paniniwala, then doon daw magsisimula yung pong commission ng crime that is according to the social conflict theory. Yan, no? So, may magkaibang pananaw na grupo, then definitely, yun po ay magiging onset ng commission of crime. So, according to that theory. Okay, the main reason of crime based on this theory is the conflict in the society. Okay, yan. So, the sociological theories was explained in the part 20 of theories and causation of crime. Okay, you can visit that, no? And the psychological theories is a theory which claims that crime is product of mind in operation, wherein if a certain person commits crime, the part of mind which operates is the unconscious part. Diba? Yan. Okay? So, tandaan nyo po yung pong social conflict theory, no? Na sinasabi dito na yung pong hindi po pagkakaintindihan ng magkakaibang grupo sa ating society, doon po nag-uugat yung pong crime. Okay? Yan. So, let us proceed to question number 2. Based on the Marxist criminology, which view crime as a function of the capitalist mode of production, which among the following group where criminals usually come from? Letter A, bourgeoisie. Letter B, proletariat. Letter C, lumpen proletariat. And delta is government official. Okay? So, ayon ba sa Marxist criminology, sino daw ang usual na nakakagawa ng krimen? At anong class ng society? That is Charlie. That is lumpen proletariat. Okay, yan. No? So, to further explain, no, the Marxist criminology view crime as a function of capitalist mode of production. Within this system, economic competitiveness is the essence of social life and controls and form and function of social institution. Every element of society, government, the law, education, religion, family is organized around the capitalist mode of production consisting of the owners of the production Okay, that is known as the bourgeoisie, no? And the worker is called as proletariat, and the non-productive people is known as lumpen proletariat. Okay? Tandaan, yung pong mga owners ng mga companies, no? Yan, yung pong mga stakeholders ay tinatawag na bourgeoisie, no? The rich or the bourgeoisie use the fear of crime as a tool to maintain their control over the society. The poor are controlled through incarceration, and the middle class are diverted from caring about crimes of the powerful. Hindi sila natatakot dun sa crime ng mga powerful because they fear the crimes of the powerless. Okay? Yan. So, ang kinakatakutan ng mga middle class ay yung pong mga lumpen proletariat. Why? Because according to Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels, criminals usually come from the third class in the society, which is the lumpen proletariat, who would play no decisive role in the expected revolution. Yan. So, ayon dito sa Marxist criminology, no? Na usual na nakakakomit ng crime ay yung pong nasa third class na kung saan tinatawag na lumpen proletariat. Okay, yan. Okay? Next question. Question number 3. It views crime as a product of class struggle. The classes that are struggling here are the upper, middle, and lower class, wherein conflict works to promote crime by creating a social atmosphere in which the law is a mechanism for controlling the satisfied, have-not members of the society, while the wealthy maintain their position of power. Letter A, conflict theory. Letter B, social reality of crime. Letter C, left realism theory. And delta is peacemaking theory. And the answer for this question is alpha. That is conflict theory. No? The conflict theory view crime as an outcome of class struggle. Okay, dahil sa pag-i-struggle ng class ng society, kaya nagkakaroon po ng crime. Okay? Yung bang mahihirap lamang ang nag-i-struggle, ayon dito sa conflict theory, hindi po, no? The classes or classes that are struggling here are the upper, mga mayayaman, middle class, and the lower class have-nots. Conflict works to promote crime by creating a social atmosphere in which law is a mechanism for controlling the satisfied, have-not members of the society, while the wealthy maintain their position of power. It is also viewed that crime is defined by those in power. Power refers to the ability of a person or group to determine and control the behavior of others and to shape public opinion to meet their personal interests. It was applied to criminology by 3 distinct scholars. Sino yung mga distinct scholars? Si William A. Bonger, o kilala sa W.A. Bonger, Ralph G. Dandroff, no? And George B. Volk. At meron silang sari-sariling perception, no? According to Bonger in 1916, everyone may desire wealth, but it is only the most privileged people with the most capital who can enjoy luxuries and advantages, and that people care only for their own lives and pleasures and ignore the plight, no, of disadvantages, no, or yung dilemma ng disadvantages, sabi ni Bonger. According to Ralph Dahrendorf, no, argues that modern society is organized into what he called as imperatively coordinated association. This association comprised of 2 groups, those who possess authority and use it for social domination, and those who lack authority and are dominated. No, yung naaapi at yung nang-aapi na gumagamit ng authority, sabi naman ni Ralph Dandroff, yun po yung dalawang bumubuo sa ating society, no? And the society is a plurality of competing interest groups. Yan. So kung makikita nyo, meron pa ring conflict, no? Yan. Ano ba yung conflict na tinatawag nyo? Yung pong hindi po pagkakaintindihan between the upper class in the lower class. Yan. Then George Volk was the one who adopted the conflict theory in criminology. He argued that crime can also be explained by social conflict. Laws are created by politically oriented groups who seek the government's assistance to help them defend their rights and protect their interests. He found out that criminal acts are a consequence of direct contact between forces struggling to control the society. Siyempre may mga taong gustong kontrolin yung pong ating society para hindi po magkaroon ng kaguluhan at may mga tao rin na hindi po sang-ayon doon po sa ginagawa ng government at nagre-resulta po yon sa commission of crime. That is according to George Volk, no? The direct contacts that Volk referring to are from passing the law, no? Yung pong mga maapektuhan ng batas at yung nagpapasa, hindi po magkakaintindihan o magkakaroon na ng conflict, to prosecuting the case. Meron ng conflict doon between the prosecution and between the defense. The development of relationship between inmate and guard, there is already a conflict between the two because of their position, of course, no? Yung guard magbabantay, yung inmate babantayan. So may conflict na po doon, no? Doon sa kanilang interest. Parole agent and parolee is still marked by conflict. Okay, so that is according to the proposition of George Volk, no? Yan. So ano naman po yung social reality of crime? Yan. So social realization. Sociologist Richard Kinney embraced a conflict model of crime who integrated his belief about power, society, and criminality into a theory he referred to as social reality of crime. According to him, criminal definitions or the law represent the interest of those who hold the power in the society, where there is conflict between social groups. For example, the wealthy and the poor, those who hold the power will be the one to create the laws and that benefits themselves. So ang social realization ng mga mahihirap, sabi dito, ay ginagamit lamang ng mga mayayaman yung batas para protektahan yung kanilang sarili. Kaya nagkakaroon ng krimen. Diba? Yan, sabi naman ng mga mayayaman, ang usual na nagko-commit ng krimen ay yung pong mga mahihirap at sila po ang lumalabag doon po sa batas na ini-impose ng mga mayayaman, no? So depende po doon po sa realization, no? Yan, so social reality of crime, that is according to Richard Kinney. Yan, no? Then, ano naman yung left realism theory? It is most connected to the writings of British scholars John Leah and Jack Young in their 1984 work, What is to be done about law and order? Yun po yung kanilang libro, no? By taking a more realistic approach, saying that street criminals prey on the poor, thus making the poor doubly abused. First, by the capitalist system, and then by the members of their own class. Their equation is very simple. Relative deprivation equals discontentment. No? Pagka na-deprive yung pong poor, yung pong lower class ng society, anong mangyayari? They will be discontented. Discontentment plus lack of political solution equals crime. Yan. Young and Leah argued that crime victims in all classes need and deserve protection. Yan, no? So, yun po yung kanilang equation. Ayan, kaya napapagawa ng krimen yung pong mga tao dahil po sila po ay na-deprive, no? Or sabihin natin na na-deny yung kanilang goal, no? Para or na-deny yung kanilang means to attain their goal, no? So dahil na-deny yung kanilang means to attain their goal, nagkakaroon ng discontentment, then walang solution ng government. So anong mangyayari? They will proceed to the commission of a crime, of course, or result to the commission of crime. So Young and Leia argued that crime victims in all cases need and deserve protection. Yun po ang sabi nila. Then Peacemaking Fury by Larry Tiff and Dennis Sullivan in their book entitled The Mask of Love explains that the only ways to reduce crime are through peace and humanism. Conflict resolution strategies can work. Its strength is that it offers a new approach to crime control through mediation, as the main purpose is to promote a peaceful and just society. Sullivan suggests that mutual aid rather than coercive punishment. So yun po yung peacemaking fury, na kung saan sinasabi na pagka may conflict, para masolve yung conflict, hindi po dapat magresulta sa punishment, kundi magkaroon po dapat ng mediation, no, para magkaroon ng peace. Yan, no? Okay, so that is according to the peacemaking fury. Yan. So let's proceed to question number 4. It is a theory in which it claims that the act of making people criminals is a crime. Kaya may kriminal dahil sa krimen. So letter A, institutive fury. Letter B, identity fusion theory. Letter C, social reality of crime. And delta is peacemaking theory. No? So we have already discussed what is social reality of crime, no? And peacemaking theory. Yan. Sinasabi lang naman ng peacemaking theory dyan, no? Ay hindi po solusyon yung pong pagbibigay ng parusa, okay, kung may krimen. Kundi ang solusyon dyan ay mediation, sabi ng peacemaking. Kaya nga peacemaking, kung may conflict, dapat may peacemaking na mangyayari. Ayun po yung sabi, para mabawasan yung commission of crime. Social reality of crime na inintroduce ni Richard Kinney, na sinasabi na yung pong batas ay nagre-represent lamang ng interes ng may kapangyarihan sa society, no? At ang sagot dito ay alpha, yung pong constitutive theory. Yan, no? Okay? So, the constitutive theory was introduced by Greg Brack and Stuart Henry. Constitutive theory defines crime as the application of harm to others. Yan. So, people who are defined as committing criminal acts are at the same time being made unequal or disrespected. They are rendered powerless to maintain or express their humanity. In the sense, then, the act of making people criminals is the crime. Okay, so yun po yung pinaka-main main claim ng constitutive theory. Okay, so you have instituted what is crime. That's why there is a person who is called a criminal. Yan, no? Next is identity fusion theory. Ano nga ba yung identity fusion theory na yon, no? Identity fusion is defined as an instinctive feeling of oneness with a group, no? Pagkakasali ka sa grupo, feeling mo you belong to that group, no? Kapag ka may nasaktan na ibang tao, ipagtatanggol mo syempre. Di ba? So, yun po yung identity fusion, no? It is defined as instinctive feeling of oneness with the group that is associated with increased permeability of the boundary between personal and social self. It was created by William B. Swan Jr. and Michael D. Burmester in 2012. The blending of an individual's personal self and social self with that of the group has attempted to explain why people engages in political participation. Personal self remains salient. Fused persons feel that they both strengthen and draw strength from the group, resulting in an elevated personal agency. Fused persons view the group as a family and believe that family membership requires sacrifices. When a family member is imperiled, they experience emotions akin, no? or similar or analogous to when self is imperiled. Result, strongly fused people will make extreme sacrifices for the group. No? Ito ba yung kung ikaw po ay kasama sa isang grupo, example po ay fraternity, no? At meron kang kasamahan na nasaktan, ay feeling mo ikaw din ay nasaktan dahil kasama ka doon sa grupo at gagawin mo lahat para makabawi kahit na ikaw po ay gumawa ng isang krimen. Yun po yung sinasabi ng identity fusion theory, because you have already fused your identity or combined your identity. No? Kapag sumali ka sa grupo na yan, ikaw na ay kasama, no? Kaisa ng grupo na yan. Kapag meron pong kasama sa grupo na nasaktan, ay willing ka ring manakit. Diba? Yun po yung sinasabi at ini-explain ng identity fusion theory. Okay, so I hope that you have learned something regarding the social conflict theories of crime causation, which is composed of Marxist criminology, conflict theory, social reality of crime, left realism, peacemaking, integrative constitutive theory, and identity fusion theory. Ayan. Okay? So, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and God bless you all.